Hi, family. How are you? I know. It's been a long time since I have done a live video, but I just want to come in and pop in and see how everybody is doing, how you and your family are holding up. How was you guys Easter? I hope everyone had a good Easter as best as you can, in the situation that we are in. Um, Me and the family, we had a okay Easter. I can't complain, won't complain. I'm alive. My family's alive. We checked on some neighbors. We got a lot of senior citizens who live in our neighborhood, so we checked on them. We talked to family members, and make sure that they were okay. And so far, everybody is doing fine. So I was like, okay, I didn't check on everyone. Let me go and check on my YouTube family, see how them and the rest of their family are doing. So, family, I really do hope you all had a wonderful, blessed Easter. Um, I got families coming in, to check in and see how everyone is doing. Um, I wanna talk just about a little, little things that's going on. Like for example, today is Monday, April 13th, and it also happens to be my brother's birthday. For those who don't know, um have um I have another brother that's on my father's side, and I have a brother that passed away that was on my mother's side, and I have a sister on my mother's side. But I talk to my brother from time to time. That's on my father's side. He lives in, I believe, North Carolina, and he's married and a grandfather and all that. And my brother that I'm talking about today, his name is Maurice. He passed away in 1994. Me and him grew up together. We lived in the same house and everything, we were like, very close. And his death did something to me. It did, because it was I was 19 when he passed away. He was 24, and I was 19 when he passed away. It was sudden, out of nowhere, and I still remember. I will never forget getting a call, family. It was a Sunday, and I was at home with my mom, and I was in my room, and I think I was watching my niece at the time. My niece was just one. Yeah, she was just one. And the phone rang. I had a phone. I was in my room, and the phone rang, and I picked it up, and it was my brother's wife, and she was like, now this is like 7:30 in the morning. I'm not woke. I had been to work over the week, over the weekend, so I was tired, family. So it was a Sunday. Like I said, around like 7:30 a.m., 8 o'clock a.m., somewhere around that time zone. But anyway, she called, and I picked up the phone. Not woke, and she was like, Shauna, and I was like, huh? And she said, Shauna, and I said, huh? Again, and she said, this is Linnell. That was my brother's wife's name, and I'm still, not woke. And she, I guess, she realized that I was not woke. But what she said next, this woke me up completely. She said, your brother is dead. That's exactly what she said. Now, before I go into all that, I know you probably like, she said it like that. She said it just like that because my brother's wife did not like me or my mom or any of my brother's family. She didn't like, I don't know why, that's something that her and God gonna have to deal with, but she didn't like me. And at that time at 19, family, I'm always transparent, and I'm always gonna be honest with you. That's just me. I will never lie to you. At 19, I was a firecracker. I didn't know God. I knew that He existed, but I didn't know Him like I know Him now. And she was like, I said at 19, so, I had an attitude, family. I did. I had a, nasty, I know she already didn't like me, so, the feeling was mutual. And so she calls me, and says, your brother is dead, and I woke her completely up. And I said, what? And she said, your brother is dead. And I started screaming, family. I started screaming, and my niece was laying in the bed with me. She was laying on my chest, and I started her, and she started screaming, hollering. My mother come running. She said, "What's the matter?" And then I couldn't get the words out. I just handed the phone to my mother, and she started screaming and hollering and everything. It was just chaos, and so my father came running. He was like, "What's going on?" and everything. And my mom was trying to tell him that my brother was found dead in the garage, their garage at home. So I'm fast forward. We get over to my brother's house and family. I have law enforcement in my family. I have a couple people in my family who are in the law enforcement. So as we was going over to my brother's house, we was turning the corner, we see police and everything blocking off the street and everything. And at the time, my cousin, she was a deputy sheriff and everything. And so the police officers, they did not know who we were. As my mama screaming and hollering and everything. And so my cousin, who's a deputy sheriff, she appeared, and she was like, that is my family. Let them through. Anybody that say that they are family, make sure they know the person who lives on the street. They had to have the person's name, to where they were, going on there. What house, the house that my brother was in. His name was Maurice. They had to know the person. They had to say my brother's actual first and last name, before the police will allow them in. They can't say, "I'm here because I'm a friend." You had to actually say, "I'm here to see, to see about Maurice," because the whole street was a block, family, because, we still don't know what's going on. I just get a call that my brother's dead. So we gets to the house and everything, because, as we turn the corner, like I said, the police and everything blocking the street, so the police back up so we can go through and everything. And at the time, my favorite aunt was in the car with me, my mom, and my niece and everything. The rest of the family was called, and they were coming over as we were pulling up. Anyway, we get in the house, their house, my brother's wife, and she's sitting on the couch. It's detectives all through the house, So, I'm looking. But family, this is what, I will always remember. We walking in the house, and my brother's wife is sitting on the couch, but she has no tears in her eyes whatsoever. We screaming and hollering. My mother is like passing out and everything. His wife is sitting on, on a couch at the detectives and everything. Not a tear coming out her eyes, family. Not a tear. So my mom, we goes in the house. My mom looks at her and everything, and she says, "Where my baby at?" And so they was saying, the paramedics and everything were all outside. So they was saying he's in the back, he's in the garage. So we all go outside and everything. They wouldn't let us in the garage. That's where he was at. His car was still running. Now, family, my brother, he liked to drink. My brother loved to drink and everything, And he was 3 times the drinking level, was in his system. I forgot all that, When I talk about him, I just, but he was triple drunk. That's what I'm trying to say, And he was able to, to back in his garage, not pull in. And we heard from his neighbors that his alarm reset 3 times, And his neighbors said that, they thought that was very odd that his alarm kept going off. It went off 3 times and everything, And then another thing that looked kind of weird is that, somebody that's drunk, triple the amount, he was able to back in. Not, pull in. He backed in. You know what I'm saying? And so, we get, in a backyard and everything, and they won't let us, go on back there. At the time, they had declared him dead already. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, when she called, she said that, he was dead. So his car was still running with him in it. And the garage door where he was at, you could see, peeking there and see him. He was sitting, with his hands like this on the steering wheel, family, and his head back like that. And so because of the poison from the gas that set into his body was stiff, and they had to break his arms and legs to get him, the coroner did, to get him out of the car. And my mom, my family was trying to hold my mom back and everything, and so you can't hold, a mother that's scorned and hurt, about their child. You can't hold them back. I should know because I lost two of my children, so you can't hold them back. They get this certain amount of strength, and she got away from us family, and she went into the garage when they was breaking his arms and legs, and she just fell to the floor. And I would never forget trying to get my mother off that floor. I couldn't get her up. I couldn't, family. She just, well, I had never heard mama, that, now I understand as a mama myself and losing, two kids, but I know that her seeing your child, bones get broke in front of you, and seeing him, knowing that he deceased and he's in the garage, and you looking at him, I know I can never understand that pain that she felt, family. So they got him out the car, and they put him in a body bag, and they zipped him up the corner there, and they came to us to ask us if we wanted to see him before that corner took him, and so we said yeah. So family, we went to go. They unzipped him. Exactly what you see on TV. Exactly what it is. It's a body bag. They zip it down. His face appeared, and I remember family. I remember they unzipped the bag, and I was right there by his face. I remember I had on this like light peach lipstick, and I kissed him on the temple of his head. And I still remember that because his body was warm, and I kissed him. And family, the day of his wake and funeral, do you know that kiss still was on his forehead? And I found out that they said that do not remove that kiss that his baby sister left on his forehead. Don't you? And so that's why it was never taken off, because my mother told him that's his baby sister. They was inseparable. Don't you take that, how they put makeup on your loved ones. She said, don't you take that kiss off his forehead. He would want it there. And so they never told me until I went to the wake, and I seen it. And I almost like fell to the ground to see that, that he gon', that kiss that I left, on his forehead, that it was gonna be with him, that when they put him in the ground, at the, something, of mine, something of his baby sister, was with him, so I can always say, I had I had left him a part of me, because I put that kiss on his forehead, and he was he wasn't just like my big brother. He was like a another father figure, what I'm saying, for you guys who don't know, yeah, I grew up, with, around some violence and everything, concerning, my father. I did a story time on that, about growing up with being around some abusive, situations, and but my brother, he was like, he was there with me. I wasn't going through that by myself, when we were kids, we went through that together. My sister, she stayed with my grandparents, her decision, and that's why, I don't mess with her now, because she always thought that she was above, me and everything, and she always, have an issue with me, and the rest of my family said, I don't know why, because I have never done nothing to her. It was like, when I was born, she was the first granddaughter. Then I came and I was the second granddaughter. But for 4 or 5 years, it was just, she was the first granddaughter and everything, because it was being boys that were being born. And then she came and she was the first girl, and she got, so, spoiled and everything. And then 4 years later, I come. And so, it's like she hated my existence that I was born, so, I can't worry about that, what I mean. It might get fixed, before I leave this earth, or might not. But all I know is that I never done anything to her. All I did is just exist. And if you have a problem with somebody because they exist, that's something you definitely gotta work out with God. Cause as well as she is God's child, so am I. But yeah, family. Today is my brother's birthday. He would been 50 today, and so I just want to come in and just talk about him and see how you doing, family, and make sure that you guys, you and your family are doing okay, and um, you know, it's just been one of them kind of days, you know how it is, when your loved one, so is gone and everything, any birthday come around or any kind of special situation, that concerns them, it hit hard, and it hit hard for me, because like I said, his birthday's today and my birthday is next Wednesday. Yeah, my birthday's next Wednesday. We used to, talk about all the time. He used to say, yeah, he's like, I used to call him on his birthday, April 13th, and then he was like, he said, I'll be calling you for your birthday, I'll be seeing you, and he never, if not one time, have I not got a phone call or a visit, from my brother, on my birthday, never until the day he died. Until the day he died, and it was hard. It's been hard, it's been hard, but I know he knows that I keep his memory alive, and that his little sister, I'm doing all right. I know he watching over me. He up there with my mother and my father and my grandparents, my daughters, my aunts. His son. Before my brother died in July, he had no kids because his him and his wife and everything, they were pregnant. I said they were pregnant. Well, his wife was pregnant, but they lost their baby in June. And so, because the baby had water on the brain, so the baby didn't survive. And so that was in June of '94. And then my brother died the next month, so he up there with his son. It was a boy. So, that was always heartbreaking to know that, he wanted a child. And then, when it happened, the child passed away. And then he passed away a month after his own child. So, I always say that, he up there with his son, He wanted his child, so he up there with his son. So, family, I'm not going to keep you long, I'm just, want to come in and check on you and talk to you guys for a minute and see how you all doing. How was y'all Easter? Before I go, I did run to the store, and I ran to the Dollar General, and I seen these. I don't know if I ain't never seen them before. Have you guys ever seen them before? Is Nivea Foaming Silk Mousse Body Wash in Vanilla Caramel right here. And they say they knew. I had never seen them before, and I got this one, and I got another one in warm vanilla and jasmine blossom scents, and they both smell good, family. I'm turning. So let me know if you guys have tried that. Before I try it. And I also pick up this marshmallow rice milk loving curls hair mask right here. So this was something I never seen at my Dollar Tree as well. So if you've seen any of these products, any one of them, and you tried them, let me know down in the comment section so I will know what I got to look forward to. One more thing, family. And I found this intense color lip gloss in rubies. And so, just did a quick, little run to the store, trying to, get my mind clear because it was my brother's birthday. So, and I've been feeling a certain kind of way. But for me, I'm not going to keep you. I am praying for you. We are praying for you here at Hanging with the Shoemakers. We always will keep you and your family in our prayers. Like I said, I'm going to try to, do more lives, if I, have the time. But no, you're going to get some kind of video from me and everything. But I'll definitely try to come on the day before my birthday, which is the 21st, and the day of my birthday, which is the 22nd. And also, it was me and husband's wedding anniversary. It will be 21 years, on my birthday. Yes, we got married on my birthday. So my family always joke and say, that I should get two gifts and everything. The simple fact that, I'm alive and he alive and we are here to celebrate, another wedding anniversary is my blessing and my present. So, I'm grateful that my husband is still here and we are still here together. So, family, I love you. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I will see you soon on another video. Take care, family. Bye-bye.